Good morning, everyone. We've got a huge show stacked up for you today, including updates on my mini PC, which is now hooked up and working, updates on my new Street Fighter joystick, which is now arriving today. Also, Evo's over, and we can talk about the results, plus some big important schedule changes based on your feedback. All this and more on today's Level 1 podcast. Alrighty, so good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, the 7th of August, 2023. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I welcome you here to the show. We've got so much to cover today, so I wanted to jump right into it because we got a lot of stuff going on. And by the way, it's all positive. I am in a good mood today. I am ready for an excellent streaming week with all of you. And let's just start with the hit the ground running, as they say, okay? So first of all, after a weekend that was full of mixed style content, we're back to full-time gaming today, which is a good thing. Today is also the first day that GTA 5 is actually going to be a daytime stream, which you guys have now asked me for 2 straight weeks. So hopefully that turns out well and that people will attend and enjoy. But in addition to that, we got major equipment upgrades going on starting today that I'm very excited for, that I'd like to talk with you about. Plus Evo is over and some interesting things came out of the event. We could talk about that. Where do we even begin? Like, really? How about this? Let's do something based on your feedback. So I've been listening to all you guys talk in the last few weeks, and basically this month, as you know, is my big 15-year anniversary celebration. Okay? We are celebrating 15 years that I've been a YouTuber, and that's exciting. That's why we're doing throwback playthroughs like GTA 5, and we're actually about to start another one tomorrow, which I'll talk about in just a moment, now that the mini PC is up and running, okay? But there's some other things going on in regards to the anniversary, some special events that I plan throughout the month. One that's at the very tail end of this month is the day-long marathon retrospective. That's going to be on Saturday, August 26th. You guys are currently nominating your funniest, most interesting, most notable moments from my 15 years as a creator right now. There are 2 posts open on the community tab of this channel, one for everyone and one for just members. So members are getting priority in this event. We're going to watch their nominations first and then get to the open nominations. But that's going to be really fun. We haven't done a retrospective marathon in over 2.5 years. So to sit down and look at your favorite moments together and to do commentary on them and kind of, you know, reminisce on the past, where I came from and where I am now, is going to be very fun. And that's at the end of the month. That's definitely still happening. What I will likely do is in the next week make a chat command for it, so that way it'll pop up automatically in the chat and people can start nominating that way as well, because I feel like after I did that a week ago, no one's really been posting up recently, and I want to make sure we have as many nominations as possible to make the event good, okay? So that's coming, okay? Another thing that I absolutely want to do for my anniversary is I want to do a special tier maker rundown, all right? So what I did is, as of last night, I checked on this to see exactly what it is. We're going to be doing a special tier maker stream this coming Saturday night. So the late stream this coming Saturday the 12th, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, over on DSP Reacts. We're going to do it over there. I'm going to do a special tier maker, the best games of the last 12 years. All right? From 2010 to 2022, my Game of the Year pick and my runner-up for Game of the Year each year is going to be nominated in a tier maker event. And for 2 hours, we're going to talk and rank and debate about what games still stand the test of time and are still really, really good today, and which games basically faded into oblivion and no one even remembers them anymore, That'll be a fun one. I think we're all going to argue about what were the best games. You know, how do you rank the absolute best game of the last 12 years? I don't know, but we're going to do it together. It's going to be exciting, okay? So I hope that you guys will join me for that this coming Saturday night, all right? However, there's one event that I've been planning that essentially over the last couple of weeks I've been trying to weigh and balance your opinions and your feedback. And it seems like maybe there's one idea that I had that isn't really working as well, and I think we're going to ditch it. So that idea was that we were going to do a Project 7 live retrospective where I was going to watch all 4 episodes of that old show that I did over a decade ago, Project 7, and I was going to do live commentary over it, and we were going to react to it, and I was going to add in new perspective and stuff like that. But basically what I've seen is a lot of you guys just don't care anymore. Like, I did something similar to this maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago. But at that time, I didn't have the frame of reference that I have now because I hadn't watched and reacted to the John and Howard video where they had talked in depth about their experience making Project 7 with me. I hadn't watched it or reacted to it yet. I did that last year. So if I did this today, if I reacted to Project 7 today, I feel like it would be a different react, like much different, and actually add some needed perspective to the situation. But for most people, they're like, why are you doing this again? That's going to be like a wasted stream. It's not going to be that interesting. We already saw you, watch these back and react to them years ago. Most people are actually saying, what the hell is Project 7? Right? I mean, I understand. I haven't done anything with Project 7 in 11 years. So why the hell am I drudging this thing up from the past when it's really a dead project? It's nothing anyone really talks about or cares about anymore. So I basically started listening to your feedback over the last several weeks, and people were like, what's the point? And I guess you're right, especially with all the stuff that I'm doing now. The fact that GTA 5 is going to be a daytime stream, the fact that I'm going to be resetting my rankings in Street Fighter 6 to migrate from Xbox over to PlayStation 5 this week, among other things going on, I think it makes more sense to focus more on gameplay and play more fun games rather than do another retrospective event that not many people will care about. I think maybe what we should do is focus on the Project 7 videos in the big retrospective at the end of the month. If you guys want to see me react to some of the Project 7 videos, then nominate them for the month-end retrospective on August 26th, and we can very much do it then. But I guess I kind of get the idea. People are like, why are you doing 2 retrospectives this month? I guess you're right. I mean, this makes sense. Why are we doing 2? So there you have it. If you're interested in seeing me react to Project 7, then please nominate and post up in those threads on the community tab of DSP Gaming those episodes you want to see me react to, if not all of them, and we could do that during the big retrospective at the end of the month. That way, this Saturday will now be more gameplay, okay? Which I'm happy with. I'm more than happy to do more gameplay for you. So I don't see the point in bringing it up again, right? Okay, so now the schedule will change, and we'll talk about that in a minute when I go through the schedule. You're going to see there's a lot of gameplay coming this week. It's an 8-day streaming week coming up next week, by the way. So it'll be pretty wild, all right? Okay, let's talk about Evo. Let's get Evo out of the way because, man, it was pretty exciting. Now, I didn't see all of the gameplay. I've seen a few clips and a few snippets here or there. But basically, yesterday was the top 8 of Evo. And we had a good mix. There was 2 Kens. There was, including Tokido, which I didn't realize yesterday. But yes, Tokido did make it to the top 6. That's notable for me because he's my old rival. He's the guy who I played it in Evo 2005 and he beat me. I played him in Evo 2006 and he beat me. I'm like, God damn it. By the way, each time it was a close match. It was like 1-1 or very close to winning. It was pretty good matches. But he beat me both times. And that was, 15, 20 years ago. And the guy is at the top of his game now, winning tournaments and basically making top 6 at Evo, which is pretty epic, right? So anyway, basically, Evo was crazy. 2 Kens. You had Mena RD, who was actually a co-player. He was playing both Blanca and Luke. And you know what? I got to give Mena RD huge props, and here's why. That is exactly what I used to do back in the day for competitive Street Fighter. I was never a one-character focused guy. I always had 2 or 3 characters under my belt, so that way if I'm playing in a tournament and things aren't going my way, I would purposefully switch to the other character and see if by doing that, I could mix things up, I could throw the opponent off guard. This worked several times in tournaments. In fact, if you go look at Evo 2006, okay, you will find me playing against Seth Killian in the finals, okay? Or is it Evo 2007? It's either 2006 or 2007. I can't remember which one it is. And in the finals, I started off playing as one character. And then basically, Seth started beating me. I think it was DJ. So Seth started beating my DJ. So I was like, you know what? Watch this. And I switched to Honda, Honda, who wasn't even like my top tournament character. And I ended up winning a match or two with him. So then Seth Killian adapted, and I switched back to DJ, and I won the set and won the whole tournament. That's what I used to do. And that's what Mena RD does. So his best character arguably is his Blanca, but when things are going wrong for Blanca or someone's got his GOAT, essentially, he'll switch over to Luke to mix it up, and then he ends up winning more. Then I got to give him massive props because he went to losers, and he went from losers all the way to second place. That's insane to do. That's so many extra matches and things to fight your way out of losers like that, okay? So, it was pretty dope what happened. It was pretty good. So, just so you know, there was a JP, 2 Kens, this, you know, Mena RD, who was both Blanca and Luke, Cammy, who was Punk the God, who's probably the best Cammy in the world right now, and, and a Chun-Li player, okay? And the finals were very good. Like I said, for the gameplay I saw, pretty epic stuff. Tokido had a crazy-ass comeback against the JP. Like, the JP was beating his ass, and he came back with, like, a 0% health, counter-hitting and stuff, and comes back, which is pretty epic. Really great fights. And it was Angry Bird from Europe who won with his Ken. And he basically dominated almost the entire tournament. I think there was a couple people who gave him a run for his money, but basically what he showed is that Ken is ridiculous in this game. He has every tool. He is really ridiculously powerful. I mean, people will argue overpowered. I think he is overpowered, okay? Now, that's not taking away from Angry Bird. Let me tell you something. Angry Bird is a ridiculously respectable fighting game player. During a match with Mena RD's controller malfunctioned, and rather than continue the match, which was well within his right to do, he stopped playing and allowed Mena RD to reconnect his controller so that they could have a fair match. Holy shit. You want to talk about sportsmanship? That's what it's all about. When he won, he got down on his hands and knees and he prayed to his God Allah for thanks. Want to talk about a stark contrast to the stream monster FGC guys who are out there constantly building up their own shit, kissing their own ass and stuff like that? That guy is the most humble, respectable fighting game player, and he deserved to win. And that was really awesome to see that guy who worked his ass off won and then was so grateful, you know? So I don't think there could have been a better outcome. It was a really nice first Evo for Street Fighter 6. And that was really nice finals every day. Like, seriously, I don't have a negative thing to say about how that all went down. But a Ken won. And it just goes right in line with everything I've been saying, that I feel Ken is overpowered in the game. He has too many tools. He's, you know, I really don't see how someone can outplay a great Ken. If someone is a great Ken, they're going to beat your ass. And even certain characters just outright get counterpicked and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's not much you can really do. You just get slapped around by this character. He is ridiculously overpowered, in my opinion. And you could disagree, right? You could disagree, and that's okay. But I do think that he needs to be fixed. How? I don't know. I don't know if they got to nerf him or make other characters better against him or whatever. But he has too many tools and just too much everything safe. It just makes the character so ridiculous, you know? At high levels, none of that matters. Seriously. But still, it's just hilarious that, oh, look, 2 Kens in the top 6. Am I shocked? Of course I'm not fucking shocked. It's Ken. He's so fucking ridiculous. So, anyway, Evo's over. A couple announcements came out of Evo. First of all, if you can, Jasper, would you stop? Stop trying to jump on me right now. Relax. No, you're not coming on me. Relax. There is some absolutely ridiculous crossover between the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Street Fighter 6 coming up. Now, it's not what you think. No, the Ninja Turtles are not going to be in the game as playable characters. No, there's no Ninja Turtle stage being added. It's just a bunch of, like, cosmetics and emotes. So you can expect that they're probably going to be doing this kind of stuff, similar to what they did with Fortnite, where you're going to see crossovers between certain intellectual property in Street Fighter 6, where, you know, oh, you can now look like Leonardo as your avatar in World Tour mode, right? I mean, big deal. This doesn't really add anything to the game or anything. So I don't really get that. But at the same time, I guess some people go for that stuff. Some people might actually want that and maybe even buy it, right? For me, it's like a pizza emote. Oh, you win, you eat a piece of pizza as your, like, your emote or whatever. I mean, all right. But I guess most of that stuff is simply just for Battle Hub, which I literally have not touched in the 2.5 months this game's been out. I've not once gone into Battle Hub because Battle Hub is just everyone's avatar running around acting like an idiot, sitting down at the cabinets, dicking around with free games that you can play by yourself, or challenging other people's avatars to matches that are completely meaningless. So I haven't touched it yet because it's really like the social aspect of Street Fighter 6. I'm not in it for the social aspect. I'm in it to get good and play the game at a competitive level and try to get better at the game and challenge myself and put out entertaining combat for you guys. It's not really about running around Battle Hub dicking around like an idiot. But more power to people who like that. I mean, the social aspect of games has been huge. Take a look at GTA Online. That's literally 100% social aspect, and it's the most profitable game ever made, right? So, I guess there's something to be said there, right? So, TMNT crossover, and they did also reveal a little bit about the new character, Aki, who I guess is going to be the new DLC character, who's coming out in the fall, but showed zero gameplay, just a stupid story trailer where she makes your avatar eat like a poison ball, and then she laughs maniacally, and that's the end of it. It's like, wow, that was pointless. How about showing me what the character does? I guess that's too much to ask. So they didn't show that. So that's really what they showed at Evo yesterday. So good outcome. Watch the. I'm gonna probably watch some of the matchups if they're available online. Try to absorb some tech from the Evo footage and see what I can do there. Especially Mana RD, he's using Luke and Blanca, the two characters I use. I could definitely absorb some knowledge from watching his matchups, and I probably should. All right. Now, outside of that, what other fighting game news do I have for you guys? Well, here's the deal. As you know, I told you guys this yesterday, I invested in fighting games. I am now going to be playing all fighting games moving forward on PS5. And not only did I get Street Fighter 6 on PS5 and installed it, but I also got PlayStation Plus for a year. But also, I ordered a new joystick for PS5 and PC. It works for both. That is really, really good. It's rated as one of the top joysticks out there. It's a different look and style than the ones that I have right now. It's actually bigger, and it has the highest level tournament standard buttons and joystick and everything there. All right. And I'm excited because I just got an update today. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? It's coming today. It was supposed to come tomorrow, but they updated it. It's out for delivery right now. But the bummer is it's out for delivery, and it's a stupid thing where they can't tell you exactly when it's coming. Like, it could literally arrive at any point today, and they're not going to update the shipping till the end of the day. So I got to keep checking. I got to keep checking to see if this thing gets delivered at some point today. I'm assuming it's going to come sometime in the afternoon. That's what I'm thinking. All right. And if it does, that's great, because that means for the first time ever tonight, Community Night in Street Fighter 6, I'll be playing on PS5 on my new joystick and breaking it in, which will be really fun. So I hope that you guys will join me tonight. It'll be the first time ever of me using my new joystick and actually playing it with the community, right? That's going to be sweet to have the viewers jump on and for all of us to play with each other and have a good time, okay? It's very nice. So, let's see what happens. But I hope it shows up and we can use it on the late stream. Worst case scenario, I'll have it for tomorrow's ranked stream, okay? Which we'll talk about in a moment because we'll get to the schedule in a bit. But let's not jump the gun, all right? Cool. All right, now in addition to that, we've got some updates in regards to my mini PC, okay? As you know, I received a gifted mini PC earlier this week, and I was looking to have time to hook it up and get it working, and I did. I actually did have it get it hooked up and working last night. So let me tell you the story of how this went down, because it's a little interesting, okay? So I take it out of the box. The thing is so dang small. The good news is it fits absolutely perfectly behind my TV. There's extra space on my TV stand behind it, and I was like, I think it'll fit. It fit perfectly. And then in addition, I got my keyboard and mouse out from this PC that I've been using for 9 freaking years. That's the keyboard and mouse that I'm using with this new PC, and I've never used them before. So they're basically like new situation. And I hooked them up right here in front of my TV, but they're flat enough they don't block my TV viewing or anything. It's actually absolutely perfect, okay? So I hook up this PC, and the PC, the way it's working, that PC is now running to my capture device. This capture device is an external capture card that I used to capture from everything, from my consoles and now from this PC. So I hooked it up via HDMI, and I turned it on, and it starts to boot. I'm all good. It works. This is excellent. And it goes up, and, you know, of course, it's got to do all the Windows install stuff. And I look over, and I actually notice over here it's working with my capture device. I'm like, oh, this is good. it's working already. This means it's right out of the box, no issues. So, of course, I ran through all the Windows 11. First time I ever saw Windows 11, because I'm still working on Windows 8 on my freaking PC over here, and Windows 10 on my PC here. So right now, I'm actually using 3 different versions of Windows. Windows 8 on my desktop, Windows 10 on my laptop, and Windows 11 on my mini PC. I am the master of Windows, apparently. Look at that. Anyway, so I get through all the configuration stuff and all of that, right? And I'm like, all right, well, what's the first thing that I want to do? Well, let me try installing browsers, because there's no browsers on this thing. Let's install all that crap. I was like, of course, what I want to do is I want to test some games, so I'm going to get Steam. So I download Steam, and on Steam I decide, well, what games do I have in Steam that I've had previously that I might want to run on here as like a benchmark test or whatever? And I'm like, well, why don't I get a game that's old, and why don't I get a game that's like from the last several years? So I downloaded Skyrim, and I downloaded Visage, okay? Skyrim, of course, everyone knows, the last Elder Scroll game, what was it, late 2011, 2012? And then Visage, I believe, came out around 2018, 2019, so, you know, last 5-year PC game, but Visage could look really sick if you have, like, all the settings enabled and everything. So I download both of these games, and as they're downloading, I turn over and I look at my PC, and it says, oh, visuals blocked, copy protection, HDCP is enabled. And I was like, what? HDCP is enabled. If you don't know what that is, HDCP is high definition copy protection. It is a protocol that was created a long time ago, before the PS3 era, and the reason that it's instituted is because they don't want you getting like a DVD or a Blu-ray movie, hooking your player up to, say, your PC, and just ripping the movie raw off of there and then using the video for stuff. They say, oh, that's illegal. So they have this high definition copy protection in place, and that's really what it's supposed to be for. So you're not stealing copy protected content and using it for your own devices. Now, truth is, you should be able to do that as long as you're not reproducing it to a point that's not legal. So let's say, for example, you're making a review of a movie. You should be able to rip video of the movie and use it enough to make a transformative work to do a review. But these fucking companies are scumbags, and they don't want you touching any of their stuff, so they put in this copy protection that's supposed to shut it down, okay? Now, here's the truth. You could bypass it, and it's not a big deal, all right? But it's very complicated, because I used to do it. Many years ago, in the era of PS3, I had an HDCP bypass setup. And the way it worked was you needed to have multiple devices. First, you had to have a device that would take the HDMI signal from your PS3, and it would split the signal into an audio signal and a video signal. And it would re-encode it and re-put it out via 2 methods, like 2 ways. So one would be like, I think one was like DVI for video, and then it would be optical out for audio, okay? Then you needed a second device to take in that video and audio from DVI and from optical and reconnect it into one signal again. So essentially you're decoding and recoding on the fly the audio and video to get rid of the copy protection. Then it would put it back into the HDMI signal, and then you could capture it on your PC, no problem. It would basically strip that audio and video of having any copy protection, okay? It's incredibly complicated. It was actually a legal gray area, because a lot of people argued it wasn't legal, and others were like, yeah, it totally is. As long as you're not breaking the law with the video you're getting from it, it's totally legal, and the HDCP technically was never legal to begin with. So there's a lot of different arguments either way. I have not used that setup in many, many years. Why? I stopped using my PS3 many years ago, and all modern consoles have the ability to disable HDCP. As soon as you get a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, right in the menu, it says disable HDCP. Now you're good. The catch is, then you can't watch movies on there. If you were to pop in like a Blu-ray, it won't play it until you re-enable the HDCP, because they're so afraid you're going to rip the movie and use it for malicious purposes on the internet. Okay? So, I'm looking over at my PC. I'm like, why on earth would my new mini PC have HDCP protection enabled? It doesn't make sense. Most people aren't using their PCs to watch movies. They're gaming, they're streaming, they're video encoding. They're not watching movies. Why would I want this on? So I did some research. It took me a while. I searched through several different videos on the internet, because the problem is, of course, videos are old. I searched, first few videos I found were from like 2018. They were wrong. They weren't correct per my setup. I had to find one. Finally, I found one from 2022 that fully explain that I guess this mini PC has an onboard Radeon video, and you needed to download the latest Radeon software suite. And then when you did that, you could go into the settings, and there was an option to disable HDCP. And once I did that, it worked. And I was like, okay, good. Now I can do it. And then it did. It disabled the whole HDCP bullshit on my PC. I was like, all right, good. So at least there's a legal way to do it. All you got to do is toggle it on and off. I toggled it off, and then it started capturing fine. I was like, sweet. Okay. So what I did is I booted up a couple games. First, I booted up Skyrim. And when I booted up Skyrim, immediately it gave me all these options on, oh, I don't know what settings to put this shit on. So I set it to 1080p, which is the video. I set it to 60 frames per second. I set it to, I believe I set it to, initially the game said low settings. And I said, no, I bet I can pump this to medium settings. So I put everything up to around medium, okay? And I booted it, and if you haven't seen it yet, I did record footage of it last night. And that's what it looks like. It doesn't look great. Like, I recently played Skyrim on the Xbox Series X, and that looked really good. This definitely is not as good as that. You could tell that the graphics, the lighting, and everything is way off. The shadows look absolutely terrible. There's pop-in and stuff. But it still works fine. In fact, I would argue it looks better than when I played the game on my PC, of course, when it was new in 2011. But, I mean, that's because there's 11, 12 years have passed, right? So, obviously, it's going to look better today. Even on this rig, that's an underpowered rig, it's still going to look decent. So I was happy. I was like, well, audio synced. Everything seems to be working. So then I tried Visage. Now, Visage is a little different because Visage has a lot of visual effects. Like, Visage is all about the lighting and the shadows. So if you don't have lighting and shadows on high, it doesn't look as good. So I had them on set to, like, medium. And after I'd set it, at first it was trying to do, like, a weird windowed mode, and it didn't really fit properly. It had issues. So I just had it go full screen. When it went full screen, it looked much better. But admittedly, it looked a little pixelated. It wasn't bad, but it looked just a little pixelated. I'm like, yeah, it's probably because it doesn't have all the effects on. If I turned all the effects on, it's going to smooth all that out. It's going to make it look a little better, like it did when I played it on console a couple years ago. But I'm like, it's not that bad. It's definitely passable. So if there's games from like the last decade that you guys wanted to see me go back and play, or anytime one of these memeable games comes out, like I think the latest one, someone was saying it was called Only Up or something like that, this mini PC should absolutely be able to play those games. It's not a crazy, high-end, I can play new games at good settings PC, but it's definitely, hey, you can play reasonable games at a decent level. If you guys ever wanted to see me go back and play throwback games and stuff like that, this PC should absolutely be able to handle something like that, okay? It should. So, that's good. The one issue, well, I'll take it back. There were two issues. Issue number one is that obviously I want to use my Xbox gamepad with it. And by the way, I now have a super long cord. So what I'm actually going to do today, I'm going to plug my gamepad in with the cord. Actually, let me do that right now, because I might not ever need to use the battery ever again. I could just use the cord, I think, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test this theory. I'm going to take the battery pack out. I'm going to put on the old door, and I'm just going to try to use the cord and see if this works. Let's find out. Here's the old door. And then, okay. Okay. And then I gotta plug this. Yeah, it works. Look at that. Cool. It absolutely works. Which means I don't need this cord anymore. Yeah. Sweet. Well. Oops. Well, I just kicked my camera. Hold on. Oops. Now it's better. Yeah. So from now on, I'll just use this long-ass wire. I won't have to worry about using the wireless battery and have it run out anymore. I'll have non-stop power just using this USB-C cable. And I'll use this also when I plug this into my mini PC. Looks good, too. Wow. It's, like, super responsive. Holy shit. You know what? The controller feels better being lighter, too. I'm so used to having a lighter like lighter controller from back in the day when controllers used to be like paper light, and now this one's light again. No more battery pack in it. That's cool. All right. Hey, that's an improvement right there. So that's cool. So anyway, I was trying to use that controller to control the PC, and it would control the game, but as soon as I closed the game, it wouldn't work anymore. And I was like, oh, so every time that I do something with Steam, I got to get up and go over to my TV with the keyboard and mouse and mess around there. I was like, oh, it's going to be kind of frustrating to have to do that. So, yeah, that was a little annoying, admittedly. But someone already contacted me. I want to say thank you, because it wasn't one person. It was like 3 people. 2 people have comments, and 1 people actually emailed me. And they were like, there's a mode. It's called Big Picture Mode on Steam. And that means when you press your Xbox button on your Xbox controller, all right, it syncs with Windows, and it allows you to control Steam via your controller, so you don't have to get up and mess around. You can just keep playing everything off of your controller once Steam is booted up. And I was like, that sounds good to me. That sounds like a great idea. So I guess we'll have to see how that goes, but I'm going to enable that for sure when I play on this thing, and hopefully that'll make it a lot easier, moving forward using it, okay? But there was one other problem. Now, I don't know if it's going to really be a problem or not. It did seem like the audio levels of the PC games I played were very low. Now, I don't know if that was just because the PC game settings were off or my PC. I did check. My PC was maxed. Like, all the volume settings on the mini PC were at 100%. But maybe it's the in-game volume wasn't all the way up or whatever. By the way, I did buy Chrono Trigger. It was $15. I installed it and I booted it to test it. It's widescreen, and I was like, Chrono Trigger is widescreen? I didn't even know that version existed. So actually, there's a really good version of Chrono Trigger on PC that is widescreen. And apparently, it has all of the features of like the DS version. And the DS version had extra content, which I didn't even know. So when we do this playthrough of Chrono Trigger coming up, not only will it be awesome, high quality, with interactive streaming with you guys on the streams, but also it's going to have extra content my original playthrough didn't even have, because I didn't even know this one had that. So, I'm excited for the future of what I can do with this mini PC. Now, again, I can't play high-end games on this. I want you to understand this. If a new hot PC game comes out, I'm not going to be able to play it on here. Or if I do, it'll have to be like low-end specs. So no shadows or low shadows, bad lighting. Do you really want me to see me play the highest or the hottest new PC games at the lowest settings? It's not going to be very good. So I just want you to understand that that's really not the purpose of this. This is supposed to be kind of a hobby PC. And here's the thing that I think it's really going to excel with in the long term. For years and years and years, I've been telling you guys it's sad because I want to play my favorite classic Street Fighter games, right? I want to play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I want to play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, maybe CVS 2, maybe Alpha 2, which I haven't played yet. I want to play all these old classic games. You know what I really want to play? The old versus games. X-Men vs. Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom 1. I was really, really good at those games back in the day, and I had tons of fun playing in tournaments and stuff. You can't play those games right now. There's literally nowhere you can play them where there's comp on anywhere on console. But on PC, there's Fightcade. And Fightcade is an online emulator that uses GGPO netcode that everyone swears is good. People have said it's improved more and more over the years. And essentially, I would be able to play all the old school fighters on this thing against a big competition, because apparently tons of people play Fightcade to this day. There's even tournaments and everything held on it. Now, I would guarantee you that if I play on there, I'm going to be rusty. I'm going to get my ass handed to me, because these are people who've been playing Fightcade for years and years and never stopped, right? And I'll be honest, at Super Turbo, they're probably all better than me. These are people who played Super Turbo constantly for years. They're probably know shit that I don't, or they're way more up on it than I am. I'll probably get my ass handed to me. But maybe that's a good thing, because then maybe I can get back into it and I can learn more, get better at the game, whatever. But yeah, like, that's cool that I would be able to play classic fighting games in an online capacity at a good quality. It's not the shitty console ports that are running at the wrong fucking speed and are all fucked up. These will be the real arcade games. All right. Now I need to figure out how to get it to work, because I did actually download Fightcade, but I don't know how to use it. Like, it's like, oh, you need to get ROMs and you need to do configuration settings. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't fucking know how to do any of this. This is obviously it's like a hobbyist's thing. You need to have some knowledge of it, and you need to kind of fuck around with it to get it to work. It wasn't easy to do right away, but I get the feeling, when we get to it, because right now we're not going to get to it. Right now, Street Fighter 6 is the priority. We got Mortal Kombat 1 coming out in a couple of weeks, the beta, and then the real game in September. Those are going to be the focuses. You guys aren't going to want to see retro fighting games when I'm playing the new ones. I know that. Don't worry. I'm not going to jump the gun here and say, let's do a Fight K-Night right away. No, we're not doing that, okay? But long term, I definitely can see us doing fight nights. Maybe a modern fight night where I'll play Street Fighter 6 or Mortal Kombat, and then a retro fight night where I play like Super Turbo or an old Versus game, and it's good for variety on the streams, you see? And this is great. This is excellent because fighting games have not been a consistent part of my content for a very long time, and now it looks like they very much might be, and that's a good thing, to have that kind of variety. It is. I'll have people coming back to actually watch me play fighting games regularly. So that's neat, okay? I missed it. I have missed fighting games. I have. It'll be good to have them come back in a good capacity. So this is good. So far, outside of the HDCP issue, seems like everything's working well with the mini PC, although I'm not so sure about the volume issue. We won't know till I actually start playing games on there. But I guess we'll find out sooner rather than later, all right? So now that I got through all of that, we do have more game news to talk about. Let me update the schedule for you guys, because the schedule is now completely different, because now all this stuff is going down, okay? So first off, today, I'm very excited. You guys apparently are too, because the attendance is great right now. GTA 5 anniversary run, first time ever as a daytime stream. So I hope that many of you are here to see the game for the first time because you couldn't make it to those night streams for the last 2 weeks. Certainly, I hope that you will interact and enjoy and support this stream. I have loved playing this game for the last 2 weeks, and I'm hoping now that as a daytime stream, it's going to work better. All right, I really do. I guess we'll find out, but hopefully it will work better, okay? That's going to be fun. Today we're going to be, alternating between the different characters and everything as usual. It's going to be a good time. I'm sure you guys will be helping me to figure out, what's the best missions to do for each character and stuff like that, and hopefully I won't miss out on anything like I did the first run. It'll be a good interactive, chill time, okay? Then tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is community night in Street Fighter 6, and my new joystick for PlayStation 5 should be delivered by then, supposedly. It's saying that it is being delivered today, and if it is being delivered via the method that they're claiming it's going to be delivered, it definitely should show up here by then. In fact, I will probably check a couple times during the course of today just to see if it's here. At the end of if you guys remind me, at the end of this podcast, before we start with GTA 5, remind me to go check. It might be here, okay? So, yeah, I'll be using my new joystick, hopefully for the very first time, on PS5, community lobby. Everyone join, play, and we'll see how it goes. It should be fun, okay? Then, tomorrow, my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Yes, this was a very short week. Tomorrow's daytime stream will be Street Fighter 6 on PlayStation 5, online ranked for the very first time. I'll likely pick either Honda or Blanca, and I'm going to try to get back to where I was on Xbox. Remember, there's no carryover of your rankings on this game, so I have to start from scratch. The good news is I guarantee you after those placement matches, I'll probably be in Diamond, and then we'll probably just scoot right through Diamond with wins and try to get power level right up to higher level. With Honda, I'm at 3-star Diamond on Xbox. With Blanca, I'm at Master. I guarantee you within a few sessions, I'll get there. So, we'll see how it goes, but it should be fun. Basically, the climb back to Master begins tomorrow in Street Fighter 6, now with my new joystick that I'll have to get used to, but I think it's going to be a great quality one, okay? Then tomorrow night on the late stream, this is very exciting, everyone. Ready for this? The premiere of Chrono Trigger. Tomorrow night, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time on my mini PC, the first time I'm ever using it. Please be there. Please join me. It's going to be a very special night. I've been wanting to play Chrono Trigger for so long. A decade, essentially. I think I played it summer of 2013. And back then, I'll be honest, it did not work very well. And here's why. Back then, I did not have an audience that cared about retro games. Back then, I was still very much a very prominent, big YouTuber for gaming. And everyone wanted to always see me play either the hot new games or the games that were virally popular. So, for example, the summer that I played the 3 classic GTA games was one of the most popular summers I ever did. Insane amount of views. I made a ton of money. It was crazy. Then the next summer, I said, let's do a summer of retro, where I play old games like Super Mario Bros. 3 and The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past and Earthbound and Chrono Trigger. And my whole audience collectively said, what are you doing? You're screwing up. You're doing the wrong thing. We hate these games. We don't want to see these. And I was like, what? Like, I was trying to open up the minds of this younger viewer base, because I knew that my viewer base was younger than me. I knew that it was probably teenagers, people in their early 20s. I was trying to open up their eyes to the classics. Like, these are the games that laid the groundwork for all other games that came after, but they didn't want to hear it. Instead, all I got was a bunch of negativity and crap thrown at me saying, you screwed up. You should have done other stuff this summer. Last summer you did GTA. This summer you should have done more GTA or something else like that. Basically, people were really upset with me that I did a summer of retro. So I played Chrono Trigger, but I was not an interactive streamer. I didn't talk with my audience during it or anything like that. It was just as if I was playing the game for myself. So there was no discussion around the game. There was no talk about alternate missions or plot lines or getting alternate endings. It was just play it at face value, which I did, and I enjoyed it, but it certainly wasn't a great playthrough in my opinion. This time around, I even remember near the end of it, I was like, man, I got to rush to finish it because people don't want to see it anymore. And people were like, will you do alternate endings? And I was like, you guys complained about the first playthrough, just getting through it, and of course I'm not going back for alternate endings, which I would have liked to do, but I didn't because people were so upset with me. So, this time around it's going to be different. This time around we're taking our time with this game. It's going to be a night stream balanced with other night stream stuff, but it's going to be a fun playthrough of chill interaction, lots of fun. I'm sure a lot of you played the game and will be talking with me about it over the course of the playthrough. It'll be really neat to share our different experiences on who your favorite characters are, what your favorite team builds, right? What do you think about the endings? Should I go for the alternate endings? Optional hidden content. Maybe I'll even learn some things about the game I didn't know. Last year with Final Fantasy VII, that absolutely happened. There were some things I didn't know about the game, and you guys taught me. I was like, this is amazing. That's what it's all about. So I cannot wait to start my anniversary run of Chrono Trigger tomorrow night on the late stream, okay? Please join me for that. That's going to be a really, really special one. Okay. Then I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. When I come back on Thursday, it's going to be more GTA 5 and more Chrono Trigger. Friday, Friday will be Street Fighter Friday. All day long Street Fighter. We're going to do the Level 1 podcast, but then I'm going to be interrupted at one point during the day. Around 12:30-ish, I'm going to be interrupted. And I don't know how long the interruption is going to be. It could be half an hour. It could be an hour. I don't know. If it's a short interruption, which I hope it is, then I'm going to come back and we're going to do ranked Street Fighter 6. Again, trying to build my characters back up to the rankings that they were at on Xbox, only this time on PlayStation 5 with my new joystick. So I can't guarantee you what's actually going down gameplay-wise on that first stream on Friday until we see what happens with my interruption. Okay? Friday night will be Friday Night Fights. That will be an uninterrupted late-night stream of Street Fighter 6, which should be super fun. I hope you guys will join me for that. Saturday, the daytime stream will now be GTA 5. That is correct. The Project 7 retrospective is canceled. Instead, it's going to be GTA 5 during the day on Saturday the 12th. Saturday night will still be the special anniversary tier maker where I count down my Game of the Year picks for the last 12 years, and that'll be on DSP React where we count those down. That'll be a very special late-night fun event that's interactive. Then, on Sunday, DSP versus the Internet, my Clips React show. Sunday night, we're going to do Community Night and Street Fighter 6. Monday will be Street Fighter 6 as the daytime stream and Chrono Trigger. Tuesday will be GTA 5, and I'm debating that night maybe doing Street Fighter 6 World Tour Mode, which I now haven't done in ages, and that way we continue on with that. That would be kind of fun. So what we're going to do is kind of alternate all these different games. You're going to have Street Fighter 6 ranked. You're going to have GTA 5. You're going to have Chrono Trigger. You're probably going to have some casual World Tour Mode in Street Fighter 6, all that stuff. Okay? So that's kind of what we're doing right now. And, as we progress through the month, we'll see how far we get in these games. If by the end of the month we start to wrap games up, then we'll consider new ones. Remember, someone donated a code for Armored Core 6, so I'll be trying that out on August 25th. Remember, on August 26th, it's the retrospective marathon where we're going to go down memory lane all day and watch old clips from my 15 years as a content creator. So, do you see why I'm feeling so happy? Like, seriously, I just got a new mini PC that's opening up a whole new realm of fun content for me. I'm getting a new joystick that's going to open up a whole new realm of high-level play of fighting games for me. And we got all these awesome anniversary vibes going down. And right after the anniversary ends, we got all the new games coming out in September. This is excellent. This is superb. This is so good. Everything's going great. I'm so happy right now. I really am. And I hope that you guys are too. I hope you're excited for all this content coming up. Okay? Really, really cool. All right. So that's about all I've got to say. I got a couple of quick news stories to cover today before we get to shout outs and the like. Let's see here. Here we are. Oh, yeah, there's some weird stuff going on. You ready for this? So, first of all, it's been confirmed. Hold on. It's been confirmed that there is a new Modern Warfare game this year. It's called Modern Warfare 3 for Call of Duty, and it's coming out on November 10th. All right? So, actually, I'm going to add that to my schedule right now. Oh, it's there already. Wow, it was already there. Never mind. It's now confirmed, but the speculation had already happened, so I already had it on my list. I didn't even realize that. So that's pretty silly, because if you remember, the whole rumor was that they were not going to be doing yearly installments anymore, and instead they were just going to keep updating Modern Warfare 2, and now they're like, oh no, there's a new one, Modern Warfare 3 on the 10th, buy it again. Oh, okay. So I don't know, will I buy it or not? I don't know, I'll think about it. So remember a few days ago we were talking about this rumor about Red Dead Redemption being remade? Because Rockstar had this new logo that they had released on, I think it was on their website or something, and it said Rockstar Games presents Red Dead Redemption. So everyone was like, oh my god, they're giving it the remake treatment. It's going to get all new content, it's going to get all new graphics, all this. Nope. Here's what's going on. Red Dead Redemption is going to release on the PlayStation 4 and the Switch coming up this month. It is not a remaster. It is not a remake. It is literally a direct port of the versions that are already out there. It's going to be sold for $50. $49.99. Yes, $50 for a game that came out, what was it, 2010? So a 13-year-old game. No added content, no remastered graphics, nothing. The only thing they're adding to it is supposedly language support. That's it. So it's basically the same game you've already played. If you've played in the last 10 years, you've played this version. Only now it's on PS4 and Switch for the first time. And it's $50. Okay? And people are pretty upset about this, to say the least. People online are furious. They're like, what kind of a cash grab, half-ass bullshit effort is this? Like, if you're going to re-release it, just fucking re-release it as a, remaster. Put effort into it. Why are you trying to release your whole catalog shitty? I mean, they just did the GTA trilogy a year and a half ago. Everyone hated that. It looked like shit, right? And now they're doing this with Red Dead with zero effort at all. And people are very upset about this. They're like, whatever happened to Rockstar? Like, where did the effort go? Like, literally, all their efforts have gone into GTA Online and then into the ether. Like, what are they doing over there? Linuli says, if it was like $20, at least it would be acceptable. $50 for the same fucking game from 13 years ago. No new content. Nothing redone. What are you paying $50 for? Exactly. I'm at a loss. I'm just as confused as everybody else. Right? I'm just... I don't know what they're thinking here. Who's going to buy that? By the way, it comes out August 17th. Anyone interested? If you want to drop $50 to play a 13-year-old game with zero improvements, I mean, go ahead, I guess. But I'm certainly not going to be doing it. Fuck that, right? It's weird. Another weird story has come out. I wasn't even aware of this one. Did you guys hear about the Minecraft controversy going on right now? I was not even aware of this because, I haven't played Minecraft in many years. When I did, I really enjoyed it. But I haven't played it in many years. And apparently, there was this very weird thing going on. Just listen to this, okay? Minecraft, the company, because remember, Minecraft now, who's it, Mojang Studios, who's owned now by Microsoft or whatever, right? They came out publicly with an announcement that made everyone scratch their head, what is going on? Okay, here's their announcement. They changed their guidelines for being able to make any content with Minecraft. What? Just listen to these new guidelines. You cannot use the word Minecraft as your primary title in any piece of content you make of the game. You cannot use Minecraft and any of the game's assets in any kind of a sponsorship whatsoever. You cannot charge or paywall any Minecraft content whatsoever. So allow me to explain what some of this stuff means. All right? For example, they actually gave an example. They said, if you wanted to name your video Minecraft, the ultimate Kotoba server for Redstone, that is not allowed. And they will actually strike you down on YouTube for naming your video that, or your server that. But if you call it instead Kotoba Miners, a Minecraft server of Redstone builds, that's okay. What? Here's another example. You ready for this? If you called it Minecraft, the ultimate help app, that's not acceptable. But if you call it The Shaft, a Minecrafters podcast event, that's allowed. So apparently they're clamping down on their intellectual property. I guess they feel that too many people have been using the word or title Minecraft in the names of projects, products, and content, and they're misrepresenting Minecraft. Like, they feel like people are presenting themselves as something official when they're not, and because of that, they feel like Minecraft is being pushed forward in a misrepresentation, and they're clamping down on that now. What's crazy here, the third one here, you can't charge or paywall Minecraft at all. But what about people who, like, all right, if you're a member of mine on YouTube or you're a sub on Twitch, then you get an invite to join my Minecraft server. You can't do that anymore. That's considered paywalling Minecraft content. So no longer would anyone be able to have like a private Minecraft server as a content creator that has that kind of a requirement. It's apparently, as of now, it's against their terms of service. And if they see you doing it, they will literally ban you from playing Minecraft. So I don't really know what's going on, and this is about a day or two old. Someone turned me on to this article this morning. You can research it for yourself. I don't know if there's been any developments, but that seems pretty anti-gamer, anti-consumer. Does it not? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels to me like they're really losing, like they're out of touch. And I don't know why that's happening. Because Minecraft at one point was completely cool with everyone using all of their content for anything. I mean, take a look at the height of Minecraft. You had 1,000 YouTubers who were all Minecraft YouTubers. And all they did was pump out Minecraft content. And they were making hand over fist insane amounts of money doing it. And Minecraft loved it because people just kept buying Minecraft as a result. Maybe what's happened is now Minecraft is dead. Let's be honest. Minecraft is not nearly as prominent today as it was 5 years ago, and certainly not as prominent as it was 10 years ago. So maybe now that it's on this downward slope, right? Maybe what's happening is now they're upset because people are using it and they're getting misrepresented, and they're like, oh crap, well we can't have this when we're not prominent anymore. I don't know. I don't work for Mojang or whatever. So I'm not really sure what's going on. It's just odd. It seems like a complete 180 flip in attitude from where they used to be. They used to be like the company that was totally okay with you doing everything. You know, they would even, promote your content. Remember, they wanted user-generated content. They would take user-generated content and use it in the real game, right? They would promote, hey, here's user-generated content. Check it out. This is what Minecraft is all about. Now it's like, oh, you can't even use our name in your title anymore. It's not allowed. Really weird. I don't know, but that's just in the news, all right? That's what I got for today. So, guys, I think what we'll do, shall we get to shout-outs now, do our shout-out segment, and then get to Q&A and all of that, as usual. Hopefully you guys got some good stuff to talk about today, because I'm in such a good mood today. Like, everything's going well. Evo's over. Got some good stuff to learn from there. Great ending to Evo. Joystick's coming today. Mini PC's working. New content coming. I'm stoked, and I hope that you guys are too. Okay. Are you ready? So we start off today with your boy Lem, who re-upped his membership for 2 freaking years, 24 months, and he says, 24 months subscribed to DSP. This is good times. Thank you very much to your boy Lem. I appreciate the positive attitude and your ongoing support. Hold on. Excuse me. Holy shit. Sorry about that. Hans on Gaming did a super chat. Says, you're a changed man. Ditch the past and your Project 7. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, to me, in my mind, I still think people care about this shit. But apparently people don't. They're like, Project 7. Like, why are you going to do a whole stream on Project 7? Who cares about that in 2023? And I started thinking about it. I was like, you're right. Like, you know, my hardcore, longtime fans might care. But people who've been started watching me in the last 5-10 years probably don't give a fuck. So why am I going to do a whole stream about that today? So that's why I dropped it. And I think it's a good choice. Okay. On the tip side of things, okay, we've got several things to talk about. First of all, here, a $5 tip from Tony Salami. What a name, Tony Salami. Thank you, Tony Salami. Let's play you an animation, get you on the leaderboard and see what you have to say. Tony Salami. Okay. So Tony Salami says the following. Ready? You should dedicate one stream a week, morning or night, to just playing random PC meme games, such as Only Up. There's so many games like that on PC that you could have content for days. Also, I would like to suggest getting a full body mirror and shadowboxing in between matches of Street Fighter 6. I don't know where he's getting that from. Who does that? Let me guess. LTG or someone, right? Someone that is a meme or something. I don't know. I've never heard of this. But, I mean, that's interesting. You know, I've never been able to jump on the silly bandwagon of these memeable games. I'm under the impression that these memeable games are not great. They're just games that because streamers play them for a day, they get some prominence, and then everyone drops them, right? But if ever there's a game like this out now, and it's a game that doesn't take insane amounts of PC power to run, it looks like I should be able to do it. It's up to you guys if you actually want to see me you know, do it or not. It's your call. All right. So give me your input, and you know, we'll go from there. But I'd definitely like to hear your input on this. Would you like to see me do stuff like that or not? Okay. All right. Continuing on, I received a $2 tip from Sir Oink. He says, "Can you set the mini PC up like a console and stream with the same setup as yours?" Oh no, he said stream with the same setup yours truly. Now, what do you mean by that? Can you set it up like a console? Like, what does that mean? I mean, essentially, it's going to play games like a console. I'm actually going to be using my Xbox gamepad like a console. So I don't really know what you mean. I'm capturing it like a console. It's plugged into my same capture device that I use to capture from my console. So it's the same exact quality deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same. So, I mean, essentially, the answer is yes, I guess. I can, because that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Unless you meant something else by that that's going over my head. Okay. Okay. Continuing on. Let's see here. It's just a bunch of nonsense. I'm just going to say this. All right? You guys know this, but I'm going to reiterate. I don't address outside drama. I don't get pulled into bullshit drama. Because I'm not a sucker, right? There's a lot of people who are looking to make drama off of my name and or making a buck off of me, and I refuse to acknowledge or even, you know, have anything to do with it. So you might hear, oh my God, did you hear a lot of people are talking about Phil and this and that? I'm ignoring it. I'm ignoring it all on purpose because here we focus on positivity, we focus on fun, we focus on games, we focus on all kinds of good social interactions. That's it. I don't entertain nonsense. And right now there's a lot of people who'd like to pull me into their nonsense right now. Outside entities and things, they're trying, and I'm just completely ignoring it on purpose. I want nothing to do with it. Don't bring up outside drama and nonsense. It's against the rules. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to fucking talk about it. All right? Even if you give me $1 to talk about it, I'm not going to talk about it. All right? Okay. Continuing on. We've got Solid Snake, who just did a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Solid Snake. And Solid Snake asked the following. DSP, could you by any chance in the future explore the other Amnesia titles? Like A Machine for Pigs or The Dark Descent? Keep it up, man. I did. Right before the last Amnesia game came out, which was called... Was it Rebirth? Amnesia Rebirth or something like that. I can't remember what it was called. So not this last one, the bunker, but the one before that. There was a collection of Amnesia that was released for modern consoles. And I actually did play the collection. I played both the original and the Machine for Pigs games. So I have 2 full playthroughs of those up on DSP Gaming right now. You can search and find them immediately if you want to watch them. And then I played the newest one at the time, which I think was called Rebirth. And then I just played the bunker. So I've literally played all 4 mainline Amnesia games. And you can find those playthroughs here on the channel. Okay? So there you go. Shout out to Tones World, who became a super supporter. Wow, thank you. Not only becoming a member, but a super supporter as well. All right, so guys, before we get to open Q&A, thank you all for chilling. Excuse me. Annoying. Thank you all for chilling. Thank you all for being positive today. Now, I'm a crowdfunded individual. I barely make any money when people watch my videos on YouTube. Being honest here. It's not the days back in the day where ad revenue was good. It's not. All right? So, how do I make my living? Crowdfunding via the streams. If you enjoyed today's stream, if you like this podcast, if you're excited to tune into GTA 5 right after the podcast ends for the first time ever as a daytime stream, please support the stream in some way. Simply liking the stream, that helps because it gives engagement and it brings more people to the stream. My goal is to always have 100 likes on every stream I do. I don't always hit it, but I usually get close. We do a little celebration bubble blow if we do that. How about today? I'll do the bubble gun. Every 100 likes I get on the stream, I'll use the bubble gun today. Okay? In addition to that, if you could support in other ways, going above and beyond, like a super chat or a super sticker, a membership or a gifted membership to the community. The community loves the gifted memberships because then they get all the benefits of being a member. You know, all the emotes, being able to talk as much as you want in the chat, getting priority during special events, for example, the upcoming retrospective event. That's awesome. So please consider that. And of course, tips as well. Tips are super important because tips I get right now, and they're a way for me to support my content immediately with support. And by the way, tips have the least amount taken out, while all the other methods of contributions have like a cut taken. Tips have the least taken out. So it does help a lot, okay? In particular, I just invested a lot of money. I just invested money in a new joystick, a new version of Street Fighter 6, getting the online for PlayStation. Very soon, I'm going to be buying Mortal Kombat 1, pre-ordering it to get into that beta. And I just bought Chrono Trigger to play on the mini PC. So all those things I just invested. If you could support my streams, it would really help a lot. All right? So please consider supporting in any of the ways I've mentioned. Thank you in advance to anyone who does. And now, I think it's time for us to do a little bit of Q&A before we adjourn the show for today. What do you guys think? Let's see what people want to talk about. Okay. Mr. Witcher said, I watched your test video from last night. I liked and commented. Good. Thank you. It looks like it got some good views. You know, over 1,000 views. People are checking it out. I'm happy for that. Would I ever wear blush? I do. I'm actually so pale. If I don't wear blush, I'm actually translucent. So I have to wear blush so you can see me on stream. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Oh, let's see here. Tito Man says, I've been playing Demon's Souls. It was added to PS Plus. I've been using your videos as a guide. They're helping me. Sounds good. I'm glad that you're enjoying the game. That sounds awesome. Okay. See here? Oh, hold on. I was going to click something, but now I got to wait. It's being stupid. Because I'm scrolling around reading your questions here. Ghost says, I'm glad you're wearing the cool clothes again. I'm alternating. Remember, what I'm doing now is I'm alternating between t-shirts and these nice button-down shirts. So that way it's a little bit of variety on the streams. It's cool because I used to go through my t-shirts. In 2 weeks, I'd wear every t-shirt I own. Now it's like, it'll take months because I'm alternating between these. So it's actually quite nice. Lanuli says, I looked up some videos. The mini PC that I have now will play Cyberpunk 2077 at 720p, 34 frames. No, it won't. It won't play Cyberpunk at all because there's no chance in hell I would ever put Cyberpunk on that because it fucking sucks. Okay. Canadian Kirk says, what are your thoughts on Barbie making $1 billion in 17 days? I mean, really? Thoughts? I don't really have thoughts. Number one, it's not the kind of movie I would see. It's not the first movie to make $1 billion. You know, it's these movies, a lot of movies that are popular today are not stuff that I would like. I mean, shit, the Transformers movies, the fucking Ninja Turtles Michael Bay movie made insane money, right? Right? So it's like, for me to sit here and be sour about a movie that I'm not interested in making money would be pretty stupid. It's going to continue to happen as I get older. My interests are not in line with the interests of youth. So, hey, more power to people who wanted to see Barbie. Good for you. It ain't my style. It ain't what I care about. Solid Snake did a second super chat. Thank you, Solid Snake. Said, out of all the Amnesia games, which one did you find the most scary? Personally, I'd say The Dark Descent. Yeah, for sure. Dark Descent's the scariest. The second game is not scary at all. It's a piece of shit. So I would say Dark Descent's the scariest. And then I would say both The Bunker and Afterlife did have really scary moments. But I do feel like the Afterlife was better at parts. Afterlife had a good story. The Bunker, it was just all right. Like, The Bunker, you could tell, was not a full-fledged game like the others. It was the shortest one. So, part 2 is the absolute worst. 1 is the scariest, I would say, for sure. Okay. All right, let's see here. Did I see the new MK1 trailer? No, I saw some gameplay. They keep releasing new gameplay, and they showed, who is it? Reptile. I like how Reptile in this one, he looks human, but he morphs into a reptile during combat moves. That's kind of neat, actually, because you can actually do that with the graphics now, right? It's pretty nice. Let's see here. Jay says, this is the first time I'll be able to play Azra or Havoc in MK1. I've seen them but not played with them yet. Yeah, I think they're returning characters, correct? I think they're returning characters from previous MK games, but not ones that I've played. So that'll be kind of cool to have them come back. Let's see. Did I watch the horror movie Smile? No, I didn't see it, but I saw a synopsis of it. But I have not seen the actual full movie. Sir Oink with another $1. He says, can I get a Magic 8-Ball question? Yes, if you tip $8, because that's the rules. Okay. He's curious if I'll get Master on PS5 Street Fighter 6. That's really the question he had. We don't need to ask the 8-Ball that question. I'll say I don't see why I wouldn't. If I'm playing with E Honda, and in one day I went from 1-star diamond, never had played a ranked match, to 3-star diamond, I'm pretty certain I'm going to be hitting master level with these characters on PS5. Yes, I think it's going to happen. Thank you, Pickle Man. That's very nice. American Manga Undertaker, I'm not going to be discussing taxes. What the f... Yes, let's start talking about taxes and business expenses and write-offs here on my podcast. What does that have to do with anything at all, including your business? Nothing. So, no, I'm not going to discuss that on my podcast. It's a stupid topic. Incredibly dumb. Would I consider reacting to Project 7 later down the track? It's like I said, if you want to see me react to Project 7, nominate it for the big full-day retrospective at the end of the month. That's the 26th. That day, we're spending the entire day reacting to stuff from the past. And if you want to see me do Project 7, I'll do Project 7. But nominate it there, and we'll see what happens, okay? Jay says he saw the new Disney Haunted Mansion movie and he loved it. Oh, okay. I didn't even know there was a new Disney Haunted Mansion movie. There is? The first one with Eddie Murphy I heard was so bad, I didn't even know they remade it. Wow. There is a Street Fighter maintenance tonight at 8 p.m. They announced it on Twitter. Oh, come on. There is? That's bullshit. Seriously? Oh, man. When the fuck did they announce that? Let me find it. Let me double check. And if you're right, I guess we got to redo our schedule. That really stinks. Oh, man. I got to find it. Yep. They're doing maintenance tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific time until midnight. And they didn't announce it until right now. Why would you announce it the day of? That's shit, man. You want to know why? Because they're adding the stupid Ninja Turtles shit. Oh, come on. Really? Because they're adding the Ninja Turtle shit. Now this screws us totally up. Because now it means I can't do the community night. And that really sucks ass. Ugh. So what do we do? Who the fuck cares about the Ninja Turtle shit? I mean, yeah, we could play Chrono Trigger tonight, but people weren't expecting that. So now I'm afraid if I do that, now we're not going to have enough people for Chrono Trigger tonight. In addition to that, you know, now that would make a whole day of Street Fighter 6 tomorrow. And my new joystick's arriving today, which really sucks because I wanted to use it. All right, hold on a second. Everyone hold on a second. I'll be right back. So here's the dilemma I'm facing, everybody. All right, this is a dilemma, honestly. It's a huge dilemma. Here's our options. The way I see it, we have two options. There's no way we can play Street Fighter 6 tonight. It's not going to work. The servers will be down for maintenance. Okay? So we have two options. Option number one is today we play GTA 5 right now as scheduled, as the daytime stream. And then tonight on the late stream, we do Chrono Trigger. The problem with that is, hold on, I got to burp again. I don't know why I'm so gassy today. Excuse me. Whew, sorry about that. The problem with that is people weren't expecting Chrono Trigger today. So tonight the audience might be quite small. And I wouldn't be surprised. And I would be disappointed if my premiere stream of Chrono Trigger is really small. You know? I don't want the premiere stream of Chrono Trigger to be really small. I want it to be big. I want people to enjoy a classic with me. You know? So, here's option. We have two options. Option number one is as follows. GTA right now, Chrono Trigger tonight, and sadly Chrono Trigger is probably going to have a crappy launch because, you know, we're not going to have a lot of people knowing that it's tonight at last minute's notice. And then tomorrow, it will be Street Fighter 6 all day, me playing ranked on the first stream with my new joystick, trying to rank up and get my characters back to where they belong, and then on the late stream, community night. But that's a lot of Street Fighter for one day, but it's not Friday, okay? That's option number one, okay? Option number two is as follows. Listen to this one. We pull an audible, and today, right now, I play Street Fighter 6 ranked on PS5, and I start my climb back to Master Rank with either Blanca or Honda All right. So right now it would be Street Fighter 6. Tonight on the late stream, it would be, hold on. Wait. Tonight on the late stream, it would be GTA. Yeah, tonight on the late stream, it would be GTA. So I know that would suck because GTA was supposed to be a day stream, but it would have to be a night stream tonight. Then tomorrow, for the daytime stream, I would do Chrono Trigger. So Chrono Trigger gets a good audience for that premiere stream. And then tomorrow night on the late stream, it would be the community night of Street Fighter 6. That would be the two options. All right? Either way, something gets shafted. Either GTA gets shafted or Chrono Trigger gets shafted. It sucks. What do I do? No, I'm not doing double GTA, and if you say that, I'm just going to ignore you, because I didn't even give that as an option. That's stupidity. I don't think there's a way to win. This really stinks. This sucks that they did it. Why did they have to announce this today, last minute, right now? I mean, this is literally less than 8 hours until they're doing maintenance. They announced it. That's fucked up. They should have at least given a day notice. That's stupid that they waited till now. And why are they doing it? To add Ninja Turtles content into the game that has nothing to do with the game. That's dumb. Yeah, so either way, we're kind of boned. You know, I really was looking forward to playing Street Fighter 6 today because, you know, I want to get back into it. I want to jump into the PS5 version. You know, I haven't played it in a few days. I was excited. And it's fine to play it all day tomorrow, but then I really feel like Chrono Trigger is going to get screwed. So I was thinking give Chrono Trigger the mainstream tomorrow, but then that means that, you know, tonight has to be GTA because I can only play Street Fighter 6 right now. I can't play it tonight. Ugh. No matter who wins, I get screwed. And this is Capcom's fault. I don't know what to do. There really is no solution here, right? That's right. Now everyone's angry with me, and it ain't my fault. I didn't do anything. Right? I did nothing. Capcom screwed up the schedule, not me. Ugh. I've got the solution. Are you ready? I know what I'm doing. When in doubt, let the 8-ball sort it out. That's what we're doing. Okay? So, let's ask the Magic 8-ball. You ready? Should I play Grand Theft Auto 5 on today's stream? If it says no, it's Street Fighter 6. If it says yes, then it's GTA 5. All right? So again, yes, GTA 5, no, Street Fighter 6. Here we go. I can't read it. This isn't a yes or no answer. Oh, I gotta try again. I gotta try again. I couldn't read it. Okay. Couldn't read the damn thing. Oh my God! It is decidedly so. So I should play GTA 5 today. Alright. I'm gonna go with what it said. It says to play it. So we're gonna play GTA 5 today, okay? I'm not changing that. We're gonna play it right now. That way, people won't be upset. Now, hopefully, you guys are gonna chill with me, and and support it, and it'll be a good stream. Please, hopefully, it'll be a good stream, regardless. But I'm not gonna change that. But that sucks. That means that tonight is Chrono Trigger, which I want to get. Don't get me wrong. I want to play Chrono Trigger, but it's disappointing to me because I get the feeling not a lot of people are going to show up for it now because everyone's expecting it tomorrow night, and now it's not tomorrow night. You know what I mean? Adrian, thanks. He says, I sent you an email on how to set up Fightcade. Thanks. I'm not doing that tonight, but I will eventually check that out. Thank you for that. All right. So, what I need to do right now is I need to actually post up both on Twitter and on the channel page of the channel to let everyone know that, I can't do Street Fighter tonight, which really sucks ass. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Ninja Turtles. Thanks a lot, you fucking green pieces of shit. And fuck with my schedule, you Ninja Turtle fucks. Come on. Okay. Excuse me. What a debacle. Why did Capcom do this to me? What did I ever do to Capcom that they would treat me in such a horrible way? That they would make my have to cancel my stream because they want to put Ninja Turtle content into Street Fighter 6, right? Of all the dumb things. Of all the stupid, dumb things they could have done, right? Let's make sure that no one can actually play their game at short notice to put Ninja Turtle content into the game, and it won't even have Ninja Turtles in the game. They're not going to be in it. It's just skins, right? What a pain in the ass. All right, so that's what we're doing. So that means tomorrow will be all day long Street Fighter. It'll be ranked gameplay on the first stream and community night on the late stream. All right? That sucks. I didn't want to do it all day tomorrow, but I guess we have to do it that way. Okay? Yeah. All right. What happened to my good mood? My good mood's been crushed by the fucking Ninja Turtles. Those reptilian shits. Actually, are turtles reptiles? No, they're amphibians, right? It's different. Those amphibious shits. How could they? Well, it is what it is. There's not much I can do about it, right? They are reptiles? Oh, I don't know if they're reptiles or not. Are they? Tonight I dine on turtle fucking soup. That's all I have to say. I've had enough of this. This is bullshit. All right, so now let me go through the schedule again. Today, it's Grand Theft Auto 5 and the premiere of Chrono Trigger. Tomorrow, it's my debut of playing Street Fighter 6 on the PS5, ranked first with my new joystick, and then community night on the late stream. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. Thursday will be more GTA 5 and Chrono Trigger. Friday will be Street Fighter 6 all day again, all ranked, but I will be interrupted in the afternoon at some point for an undisclosed amount of time. I don't know how much time it'll be, but I'll hopefully be able to come back and stream more, and we'll go from there. And by the way, no Project 7 event. It's canceled on Saturday. Instead, it'll be gameplay, so likely it'll be GTA 5 paired with the tier maker of my Game of the Year Awards countdown on the late stream that night. Okay? So there you go. Are we good? Argom, I don't know what you're talking about. He says, why won't you reply to my comment? What comment? I don't know what you're talking about. Please relax. I don't know what you're speaking of. I have no idea. All right? None. Why do people get so upset if I don't have a personal one-to-one interaction with them? Dude, I'm on a stream with over 500 people right now. I'm trying to be nice to everyone. I can't, I don't even know why you're upset with me. Could you please stop and relax? Please. If you have something to talk about, tag me and let's talk about it. I don't even know what you're talking about. Anyway, we have a few more minutes if anyone wants to ask me questions before we adjourn the show for today. You've been like spamming it. Spamming what? Just say it. You didn't say it. You've been spamming it. Spamming what? Because I don't even see what you're claim you're spamming. What are you talking about? Juan Ortega, I have no idea what you're talking about either. About some weird world tour or something. No, I have not seen a Slender Man Arrival remake. I did not know they were remaking it. No, I never built a mini PC back in the day. You couldn't even make one back in the day, to my knowledge. Good for Baldur's Gate having an insane amount of concurrent players. That's great to hear. Hopefully it's doing well. I heard it's a great game. Pickle Man, I don't think I have questions for you today, no. CJ, we're doing all right. Here's Mr. Jasper. As you said that, CJ, Jasper walked up and wanted a pet, so I just gave him a pet. There you go. Soup Dog is back in World War II. That's delightful. No, I've never heard of Luis Miguel. No idea who that is. Arkham, you're bringing up drama. The person who was banned yesterday was a troll on a fucking sock account. It's that simple. It's not. The whole story was fabricated. The whole thing's fake. It's bullshit. It's someone who I already knew who they were for months and months. And if you believe they're bullshit, it means that you fell for the nonsense. Because that's exactly what they've been trying to do. If you haven't noticed recently, things have been going really well around here, right? Think about it. Street Fighter stuff doing really well. I hit master rank. Now the trolls can no longer say that I'm no good at Street Fighter, right? Someone donates a mini PC. This means that now I'm going to be able to make good content moving forward that I wasn't able to do yet. So what happens is my hater base hates that. They hate the fact that things are going good and things are positive. In fact, I say, oh, I want to upgrade my setup for fighting games. So I do it, and they're like, wait a minute. Phil can afford to upgrade his setup? I don't get it. He's not in financial ruin? No, I'm not in financial ruin. I declared bankruptcy over 3 years ago. Things are getting better. I'm not in horrible financial ruin all the time. It's ridiculous. Again, these are idiots, okay? So they were trying to find another way to fucking derail the streams, and they think they succeeded when they didn't, because it doesn't affect me at all in any way whatsoever. It's nonsense. It was a group of people, again, they come in here with these stock accounts. They've already been banned 5-6 times. They come back in a group. It's their own friend group again. They always talk with each other. They always regurgitate the same detractor memes and shit in the chat. Haha, like I don't notice it. And then they try to orchestrate this stuff. So they did. Over a couple days, they tried to orchestrate something that didn't work because they're idiots. And now they're all gone. And now if you didn't notice, today the chat's a lot better, right? You don't have to put up with their nonsensical bullshit. And what'll happen is they'll sit there for another week or two, and then they'll come back in again with new names. They'll pretend to be friendly, and then they'll sneak this, and they'll do their toxic shit again. It's a vicious cycle. You can't, when you're an online streamer, you can't always get rid of it, but you can deal with it in the moment. And I got rid of it, and that's it. You know, the funny part is they're so stupid. They think I never know about it. They don't realize they have people sitting in their Discord chats, and they tell me everything. I don't even ask. They send me the email and they say, by the way, just so you know, this person is this person. This person is this person. They've been sitting in your chat all along. It's another one of their sock accounts. And I'm like, okay, I won't say nothing. And then one day they're going to, they'll do the bullshit and then I'll get rid of them. I don't ask for it. People just do it. Because they don't understand that they're all so drama-filled in their heads. They all backstab each other like morons. They do it constantly. They're just idiots. I never once have said, hey, can you guys tell me about this? No, people just send it to me. I don't ask for it. It's unsolicited. They'll say, just so you know, this person's this person, and there they are. They're doing it again. Here's their plan. All right, thanks. And I'll wait for it, and then I'll take care of it, and then I do. So don't buy into the bullshit. That's what it is, all bullshit. I haven't paid attention to a single moment of it. And then when it happens, goodbye. Everything's good. Literally everything is nice and positive right now. We got all this new content coming out, all this fun stuff happening. The worst thing that happened is that I can't play Street Fighter tonight because they're doing maintenance. That sucks. Outside of that, everything is business as usual. Everything is good. We're not going to entertain their bullshit. All right? I shouldn't be wasting time talking about it, but because you Arkham asked and you're a nice person, I figured I would at least give you the time to satisfactorily answer what you're saying, but understand that you're being fooled by idiots who are basically making shit up constantly on this chat. I mean, they do it all the time. Okay. Exactly right. No one wants to hear that discussion. It's taken care of. If you hadn't noticed, since I took care of it yesterday, everything's fine. There's been no problems whatsoever. The chat's better for it. So we all relax now, right? Arkham, again, stop with the drama. Just stop right now. No one wants to hear the fucking drama. Nobody. No, JDTV, what are you going to do? I can't. I already asked, and the 8-Ball said to play GTA. We're playing GTA today. It's like no matter what I did, someone gets screwed. If I change GTA from today's day stream, now people who were here for GTA are pissed. If I change it so that tonight, you know, is Chrono Trigger, now the Chrono Trigger fans are pissed because they wanted to be here tomorrow for it, and now they got to rush here tonight if they could even make it, right? And now, same thing, people who are here tonight for Community Night and Street Fighter, well, there is no Community Night, and there's nothing I can do about that. That's Capcom's fault. So now they got to try to be here tomorrow if they can even make it. I don't know what's going to happen with that. It sucks. That's life, though. You got to, like they say, you make lemonade out of lemons. You adjust on the fly, do your best. That's what I do. I do my best, and, you know, I guess I really, really wanted to play Street Fighter today because my joystick is arriving today. My joystick will be here by the end of today and likely in time for the second stream, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's life, right? Cool. Jade, I'm glad you'll be here because he's going to be here for Chrono Trigger. His first time watching it. He's excited for it. Good. It's a great game. It's super good. Great music. Such good music in that game. Really. And by the way, this is the Steam version. And I believe in the Steam version, they've improved a ton of stuff. Like, they've improved a ridiculous amount of things. Like, the music is better. Everything's better. Right? So. Yes, there's new cutscenes. That's correct. There's animated cutscenes in the game now, like that look like anime, which is sweet because that was certainly not in the original SNES game. Yes. 672. We're not doing a double stream of GTA. It's not happening. If we did that, then we have to cut out something and someone. Is it really fair to the Chrono Trigger fans or the Street Fighter 6 fans to have one less stream because Capcom fucked up? No, we're not doing that. Do I plan to get the DLC characters for Street Fighter 6 on PlayStation? Yes. I do. Prisoner did a super chat says, will Aki be better than Juri? I don't know. We don't know anything about Aki at all. They haven't even described how she's going to play. Besides, we know that she has a poison element. That's it. So, I guess we'll find out when she comes out. Hopefully she's better than Fang was in Street Fighter 5 because he was the worst character. He was weird and fun to play, but he was the worst fucking character by far. Yeah, I know. Not famous, I know. I know that the person earlier lied. I'm not going to... Basically, someone just said, did you know that the person who won EVO wasn't sponsored? So it contradicts what you said, which is wrong because he was sponsored. I know he's sponsored. I mean, I'm not going to... Why bother wasting time on a troll? So I mean, like, I try not to address the nonsense, but then sometimes these idiots will spam the chat nonstop, and then I have to address it, which I don't like doing. And then it becomes drama, you know? Why do you think for 40 minutes yesterday I tried to ignore the troll in chat being stupid, and then eventually I had to address it because they wouldn't stop spamming, right? I know better, but, you know, what I should have just done is just said ban and just moved on and not said a word. But what can you do, right? It's idiocy. Just don't fall for the idiocy, okay? I saw part of the finals match. I haven't seen the whole thing. I saw clips of it. I definitely want to watch some of those high-end like finals matches for sure. I think I'll absorb a lot of knowledge about the game just watching them. Today we're just having leftovers for dinner. Nothing special. Big ol' man, I have no idea. I actually don't know what's coming up next in GTA 5. We're about to find out. I don't remember the order of events and things, right? So. All right. I think it is time for us to adjourn. I'm going to take a break today to use the bathroom. But let's take a brief break here. When we come back, it'll be a full daytime stream of GTA 5. Again, I know you guys have been asking for this as the day stream for a while, so hopefully it works well. You guys enjoy it, and hopefully it'll be, you know, nice interactions, support, and everything, right? And hope you guys will, you know, chill with me, all right? It's a chill interactive stream today, which is a good one, all right? Thanks a lot for a great podcast, and the future looks bright with all these new improvements coming. You know, new joystick, new mini PC, anniversary events coming up. I'm excited for the future. I hope you guys are too. But in the meantime, thank you all for a great show. See you tomorrow.